go again.
Once upon a time in our rewritten history, 13 bloodlines rose to power wickedly. They came from ancient lands with depravity and vices, like usury and rape and ritual sacrifices. They worshipped evil gods, but they kept the secrets hidden as they infiltrated and hijacked other religions. They conquered other countries and they printed all the money while they plotted on a plan for the control of everybody. And here we are now, still on the same path, with the devil in the details. You could do the math. Only God's got the map with the one road back. On the human racetrack, we passed the last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice, subliminally teaching the wicked ways to the public, whether we knew it or not. Now we're all a product of it. See, they desecrated nature and set fire to the wilderness, filled us with their poison and they wired us for sinfulness, stole our ancient knowledge and left us broken and ignorant, and stole our sons and daughters and fed on the stolen innocence. They groomed our behavior and turned us on our neighbors, took away our promise and offered us false saviors. But something's gotta give when you're ruled by the takers, and in the end, us and them will meet the same maker. So I dedicate this song to those who lost their life and paid the price to tell the truth for what they thought was right. Those who up against the odds answered for the call to fight, and now it's time that the fucking darkness is brought to light.
All right, with you all soon. Buckle up.
Get distracted.
Buckle the fuck up, baby. Let's go. Like and share. Like and share. Let's go.
Man at the head of the monster now. So go and grab a slice of Pizzagate. John Podesta's here to serve you, eat your plate. Tony's pouring fresh adrenochrome you really need to taste. And Barack bought the hot dogs for over 60K in just a single day. That's what our taxes went to pay. Careful though, he'll take you paddleboarding if you tell his secrets. And stay away from his husband, she's meaner than he is. And Bill Gates is over there with a syringe and gloves, cause he likes to vaccinate the kids before he drinks their blood. And who's that chewing on a pineal gland? Oh, that's just Hillary with all that frazzle drip on her hands. That's red-handed. And there's Bill with jizz on his pants. Galena wipe the stains when they're playing from Israel land. So someone grab the spirit cooker if you looking for the gravy. Abramovich, who is not a witch, well, maybe. And Gaga don't drink the goo-goo from little babies. That's crazy, she's honestly a really nice lady. And look, it's Kevin Spacey right off the set of a movie. He shot in his basement with a child and George Clooney. Weinstein funded it, Spielberg directed it, and Bono made the music and sang at a kid's benefit. And George H.W. Bush is pulling the car up with every man in his family, even Barbara. Ellen's on the way from Diddy's house with Sean Carter, cause here at Comet Ping Pong, the club is what you're part of. Oprah's on the way, but she'll be late, she's stuck in human traffic. We'll just have to film the sacrifice and show it to her after. Go and throw it on a Lacey drive, but don't be losing that shit. Where's Anthony Weiner's computer? I thought that Huma had it. Just relax, take a nap with that guy in the Biden mask. Even if they catch us, we'll be fine, just give it time to pass. Jeffrey's got our back, this shit is under control, cause he reports directly to the people running the show. Well, gee, who could that be? What a mystery. Even with the evidence, there's not a single hint to see. And these conspiracies have been mistaken all along. So I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you call it anti-Semitism, try to listen and think how I said those families infiltrated religions. At the head of every snake is a servant of Satanism. Shit, the Vatican been human trafficking since the beginning. But one little country has become their seat of power, where they plot on pandemics and wars and twin towers. Babylonian Talmudism has been the recipe, and they've been sacrificing the fucking children for centuries. And they don't give a fuck about us, we're just goy, cattle, subhuman, only here to be destroyed and extorted and abused and ruled over with lies. But don't forget, guys, they're our greatest allies. Oh man, this song is gonna get me.
All right, we'll be with you in just a couple of minutes.
That Khazarian mafia's watching you with the fallen angels and Nephilim. It's time to rid society's closet of all the skeletons. So let me just be crystal fucking clear and set a precedent. If Trump is proven part of it, then burn him with the rest of them. Anyone taking cookies out of Epstein's jar, every Rachel Chandler handler in Epstein's car. And if he's really still alive, his judgment will come when he's mono with God. That's an Epstein bar. We gotta break the mind control of these secret societies that kept us locked in our perception. Then they threw away the keys, making sure we never leave, and that everyone we see are incriminated, guilty celebrities on the screens who've been living double lives in the company of snakes, with the fucking balls to laugh at it right in front of our face. And it's hard when we grew up to love a lot of these stars, but it's time we see the monsters for exactly who they are, and fully cut ties with the idols of our youth, cause our childhood heroes have been hiding from the truth. But the reckoning is coming, ain't no running from the proof. So give every sick fuck at the pizzeria a noose. At the all white parties, show up in black, pulling up the eyes wide shut in a ski mask, kerosene in hand while I'm flicking a lit match, and burn it all down till it's nothing but ash. Raw thoughts. And now it's feeling like the whole world's cursed. The devil lurks while he ushers in this hell on earth. And a one world government's looming out in the distance. A new world order is coming for the resistance. While all we do is bicker till it's ripping us apart. As the globalists controlling us and stripping us for parts. While they reset the score on the brink of world war. As I look around, I don't recognize it anymore. Feel a wheeze from the geoengineering on the breeze. While they blocking out the sky right in front of us to see. Fucking with us with the frequencies of 5G. Interacting with the graphene from the vaccines. And the food that we eat is poison down to the seeds. Hard to even call it food when Pfizer's making the cheese. While the algorithm focused us on how we disagree. They've been building us a prison with digital IDs. So this ain't an act of violence, it's an act of defiance. It's a fucking middle finger to these pedophile tyrants. A reminder to the rebels who won't give them their compliance. When the pressure's on, never getting threatened into silence. And still hit the field while the home team's losing. Keep a cool head through the cries and confusion. Keep an open mind through the lies and illusions. And try to be a good human. So one last time, this the finale, put it to bed. Because after this, there won't be nothing left to be said. And I hope that after all of this, at least I made you think. That was always my intention for sharing what's in my head. It was never about the vision, I just needed y'all to listen. And wake the fuck up from this nightmare that we live in. So hate or love it if I got you to question the system. With all these raw thoughts, then I accomplished the mission. And the thoughts were my own. In a world where the loudest opposition is controlled. I don't claim to have the answer. Really all I've ever known is I gotta speak on it if I feel it in my bones. I've been right about a lot of things, wrong about some others. Shadow banned and demonized, still I never stuttered. Cause from the very start, I just said what's in my heart. So one last time, raw thoughts, motherfucker.
Hell yeah. All right. We don't need a bit of Cardi B. I don't need a bit of Cardi B. Thank you very much. What is happening? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. It's, I just kind of wanted to find an excuse to just kind of hang out with you guys for a little while tonight. And one of the things that we can't talk about on the other channel is, did Epstein stick his fucking DNA in the vaccine? Possibly. How fucking mad is that? Imagine, right? Imagine being a fucking evil fucking villain. A pandemic happens and you slap your fucking spoonkin in the vaccine. I never got the vaccine, okay? Like, you're talking to a guy who's literally had the police come to his house demanding that I register my child's birth. Just to see what happens. Turns out, if you don't register your kid, they will fucking come for them. Do you think, right, they're going to play like a sound, and everyone that had the vaccination, Epstein's going to burst out of you like a fucking, like, oh, man! Oh! I'm just saying. Or like you'll all join together like a fucking, like one of those, what are they called? The fucking motherfuckers, and you'll all become a battle bot. Obviously, none of that's going to happen, right? But it's obviously more to this guy, right? Legacy and living on. This could be one of the ways he's went about it. Also, right? I've got a theory. It's about spiteful Epstein. So you know my theory on him being told that he's just a muggle, right? He's just a muggle and he's not allowed to be in the bloodlines, right? Well, what if this fucking lunatic actually perfected time travel, right? Infected everyone with his DNA so that now the next generation of humans will have his blood and DNA. He goes forward in time 60 years and is like, surprise! Surprise, Rothschilds! Bosh! It's all my bloodline now, biatch! Because I'm just saying, that is some fucking, that's the crazy we're dealing with. Could you imagine? Somewhere in the future right now, Epstein's like, got you. That's the kind of shit. Because what is the point otherwise, right? Other than just being a dick. Other than being the guy who pisses in the salsa, right? Because that's what it's up there with. It's up there with the guy who pisses in the pasta sauce in the restaurant, okay? Hang on a second. Hang on. Just getting some information from the boss man. 1 second, he's typing. He's typing. Okay, yep. Okay. Okay. All right. 1 second, everybody. I just need to fix something quickly for the boss man. This one here. Okay. Where are you? You're here. Right. So, if I just do this for now, that should cover us. All right. 1 second, everybody. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, fuck that. All right, 1 second, everybody. No. Like, am I fucking... Like, am I fucking smoking some crazy ass shit? Because I'm fucking changing the thumbnail, Photoshop! A fucking gimp. There we go. Fafangool! Almost done. All right. Come on, update, biatch. Come on! Oh, of course LinkedIn is causing a fucking problem, you fucking LinkedIn wank. Okay, right. Thank you for waiting. I apologize. I just had to sort something for the boss man. Okay, he was obsessed with DNA. He was obsessed with a lot of shit, right? That you wouldn't want a scary fucking freak show bastard like Epstein to be interested in. DNA, eternal life, right? But when it comes to the eternal life stuff, right? He's not the only millionaire. He's not the only billionaire that's obsessed with this. But there seems to be like in everything, right? Oh, who's been gifting memberships? Bailey! Bailenstein!
And his name is John C.
Hell yeah! Thank you. Well, look, we'll get to Neuralink in a little while, because the new Neuralink doesn't need to be implanted in your head anymore. It's like a gum shield looking bastard that you put in. So I imagine that's because everyone freaked out about it getting stuck in their head. Link to intriguing video and banning. Yeah. But do you know what to do? Can we get a Discord link up? Can everyone come and join the Discord? Because I feel like collectively we can put together like way more informative live streams than some of my guests. And that's not a criticism to my guests. It's just a collective set of hive minds. The collective hive mind. Yeah. Let's collectively hive mind. All right, people, listen. The obsession with these fucking motherfuckers, and they're living forever. Does that mean the COVID wasn't a natural occurrence? What? I mean, yeah, we know that shit, right? So, listen, I thought what we could do is, I don't really know much about DNA and gene splicing.
It is a controversial...
Shut up! News at 10, man! But look, we're gonna listen to this guy, right? Shut the fuck up. So this is in-depth study suggests COVID-19 can alter DNA. All right. Fuck. See, I'm not going to be funny, right? See, during COVID, most people were freaking out. They were losing their mind. I had the best time ever. See, lockdown. I'm a YouTuber, and the whole world is now inside and unemployed. Fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant, mate. Fucking brilliant. What y'all doing? Oh, you're tuning in every fucking day and binge watching my content. Fuck yeah, you are. Hell yeah. No, Ron, well, remind me about the tooth, and I'll tell you about that later, right? So, like, I never leave the house anyway. That never really impacted my life, okay? Like, the biggest thing that happened to me in lockdown was, like, McDonald's started delivering. Do you know what I mean? Crazy. That was a metaphorical joke before everyone's like, oh my God, you're eating people. I was hungry, and sometimes you gotta eat some people, okay? You don't eat people, okay? But it never really affected me, right? Because I'm a bit of a hermit bastard. Like, I was lying in bed last night, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta leave the house tomorrow. And like, it was like a prisoner. The night before he was being released, I was like, it's a whole world out there. I wonder what's changed. Do you know what I mean? Like, mate, go the fuck outside. Do some stuff. So, I didn't really pay attention to all of the horror stories that were going on because I was too busy fucking out and fucking pedophiles and ranting on the internet. So, we're going to listen. This like 3 minutes long. So, apparently COVID can alter our DNA. Now, I'm not being funny, right? $20, no more human McDonald's burgers. Fuck yeah!
And his name is John C.
Hell yeah. Instantly spends it on chicken nuggets. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Honestly, I'm kidding. But yeah, thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. Much appreciated. Now, we're going to watch this because obviously this is fucking serious, right? I definitely had COVID, right? Do you know what? Do you know what really pissed me off about COVID? Like, see, during the hype of COVID, when people actually gave a fuck if you got COVID. Like, there was a point where if you got fucking COVID, man, it was like people were at your bedside. They were like, oh, I've never told you this, but I love you. And you're sitting there like, mate, it's just a bad flu. They're like, no, you gotta listen. I don't tell you this enough. I don't tell you this enough. Right? I got it when no one gave a fuck. Right? No one gave a fuck if you had COVID. Right? And I got COVID, right? I mean, it was just a bad flu. It was a really bad flu. It was a really bad flu that just never ended for like 3 weeks. Okay? And I remember my partner at the time, she got COVID. And a week into it, I was like, if I'm going to die, I'd rather die with a hot lady, right? And I got on a fucking train and I traveled illegally. I don't give a fuck. Right? And the whole way there, I'm like, oh God, I just touched that railing. And then in my head, I was like, oh God, a wee old lady's going to touch that fucking railing and she's going to get COVID and she's going to fucking die because you are a selfish bastard. Right? Anyway, so we're going to watch this now. Fucking hell, mate. Jesus.
Claim. A new study suggests the coronavirus doesn't just hijack our cells. In some cases, it can actually alter our DNA. Our ABC 10 News anchor Derek Stahl is going in depth on what it all means.
It all started with patients like Chris Long. After he was hospitalized with COVID in March 2020, the virus just wouldn't go away.
I kept developing pneumonia.
Okay.
So every 3 to 4
Sounds like a ditty
weeks,
party.
I would end up back in ICU, pumping me full of broad-spectrum antibiotics.
He continued to test positive for the virus again and again and again from March through December, 9 months.
And this was very puzzling to us. And that's why we thought, could it be that...
Look, is this really the guy you want to bring in? Is he the guy we want to take advice from on this? Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this guy, right? But he looks awfully like what I would imagine if you only had one testicle in a bag, right? And there was no gravity, and that one testicle was just floating.
The virus gets integrated into the genome.
MIT professor Rudolf Janisch and his colleagues ran some complicated experiments, and they found that in test tubes, our cells can accidentally convert fragments of the coronavirus's RNA into DNA.
Brilliant.
And can save that genetic code to the infected cell's hard drive.
What does that mean?
Chromosomes.
What does that mean?
This is the kind of thing HIV does intentionally.
Okay.
It's not what scientists would expect from this type of virus.
Will this be with me for the rest of my life, or will this die out?
It really depends how long the cell survives. So most cells die after infection. So those would not...
Do you know what really bothers me, right? He can see that he's knocked over that can behind him, right? Like, he can see that because he's looking at his camera. And at no point has he thought to himself, I need to fucking stand that can up. Like, this is what... You can't trust someone like this. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you can't trust this shit when this is all right.
After infection. So those would not very long live and present. But then there might be cells, and we are looking at this, there might be cells, maybe not in the lung, but in other organs, where the cells don't die. And they could persist for a long time.
The researchers have found indirect evidence of this in a small number of tissues taken from patients, and their study caused a huge stir in the scientific community and a lot of questions. Could these DNA changes explain certain long hauler symptoms or autoimmune disease? Could these
Motherfucker, it says it alters your DNA. That sounds pretty long fucking term to me. Okay? Like, does it go back? Like, is it like a part-time DNA altering? And if so, what does that mean? Because that doesn't sound good at all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why does nature never do any cool shit? Like, let me grow wings, or like something like that. Why is it always so fucking negative all the time?
Changes increase the risk of cancer.
Oh, great.
It sounds scary, and maybe it is scary, but I think it's...
Because if there's one thing that humans need, right? If there's one thing that humans need is a greater ability to develop cancer, right? Fucking hell. So COVID itself was a mutant monster fucking illness that broke you down, mutated your fucking cells and DNA so that you were more susceptible to cancer. Nothing suspicious about that at all, mate. What are you talking about?
It's probably just a big nothing.
Sounds like somebody was eating bat soup in China and this just magically popped out of a bowl of soup.
Burger.
100%.
UC San Diego virologist Dr. Davey Smith says, hold on, we still don't have direct evidence of this happening in people. And even if it is, there's a good chance it's not a big deal.
If this is true, then other RNA viruses do this all the time. So every time that I
Do
catch
they?
an RNA virus...
Do they? Because I'm thinking that's some shit we should know. Unless there's only unless I'm saying that, what's an RNA virus? I mean, imagine if it's just COVID and AIDS, then we've pretty much got it covered.
A cold or another coronavirus, a regular one that normally is running around, then this process is happening already.
He points out about 10% of our entire human genome is made up of the code from ancient viruses passed down through the generations.
Who is this fucking green-screened, wish.com green-screen bastard right here, by the way? Why is he standing like this? What is going on here? Those are fake hands. Fucking prize if you know that reference. So wait, let me just hear what you just said again, right? Because this sounds fucked. So we're 10% of ancient viruses, and like we're 8% fucking plastic from the sea. Like what the fuck is left?
He points out about 10% of
What? That is not a real hand. That is one of those fucking marital aids.
our entire human genome is made up of
Entire human genome. Next on QVC, we're going to be talking about how your earrings can really dazzle a room.
code from ancient viruses passed down through the generations.
So there's precedent for this.
Professor Yanish agrees. This coronavirus probably isn't unique. We're just studying it more closely
It's
than
so
any
not it's not unique at all, mate. It wasn't unique in the sense that it shut the fucking planet down. I'm sorry, it wasn't that unique. Nah, it was totally not unique. It was totally the least fucking unique thing that's fucking happened. Okay? Fucking dickhead. It wasn't actually very unique, wasn't it? It was common as fuck, pal. It was common as fuck. That's why we had to fucking lock ourselves inside for 2 years, wanking furiously, thinking we were going to die. Dickhead.
other virus. One thing is for certain. His study is prompting a whole lot more research. Derek Stahl, ABC 10 News.
I fucking
Some people
who?
in the anti-vax
I fucking who? This was 4 years ago, bitch. Where's the update? You can't just hit me with, oh, by the way, COVID will fucking alter your DNA, possibly forever. Is that right? You've got this dickhead. Come on. This dickhead breaking the fucking news to me like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Let's hear it again. Fucking gammy-handed
Points out
fuck.
about 10% of our entire human genome is made up of the code from ancient viruses.
Is that fucking right, pal? Is that fucking right? Just like it said it like it was none. So we've got 90% of our DNA left, and then like 8 or 9% is plastic from the ocean. So 81%, guaranteed, whatever is in McDonald's is turning us into McDonald's, so that we can then be served as McDonald's. Damn, seasoned from the inside out. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fact that you've now got less of a fucking humanity because you're riddled. You manky bastard. Riddled. I tell you what, that's probably why the fucking aliens have never come down here. Because we are fucking manky bastards. Manky bastards. Whole fucking galaxies wiped out because a fucking alien spaceship landed here and a 5-year-old sneezed on the outside of the ship. Fucking, like, genocide. Fuck me. Right, so, that's a scary bit of fucking information, right? So, COVID allegedly alters our DNA. It can increase cancer. That's not cool, okay? Now, you would think that the people in control of the fucking cure, right? 5 months ago, DNA contamination. Bombshell testimony exposes COVID vaccine lies. Fuck! Who's this guy? Listen, that is what was that guy? What was that movie with a God, that guy? That is fucking him right there. Okay, beady-eyed fucking bastard at the back here as well. Fucking hell! Oh, look at what is going on here? Whoop! What the fuck is going on here? That. Do you know what that is? That's what happens when you fuck a pigeon. Okay, you get a person like this. That is a half human, half pigeon right there. That's the worst Marvel fucking villain in the world. The fucking pigeon. Hell yeah! All right, we got this. Also, why does he kind of look like a young Ben Affleck? Why have we got this fucking guy, right? Wait, hang on. We've got fucking this guy. God damn. Right, we've got fucking Batman and the fucking pigeon. What the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is going on? Honestly, if I just had half an hour in this mood, right, where I was in charge of the world, I would have made so many decisions that I would regret the next day. Like, I'm telling you, man, I would fucking be like, oh, hi, you BDIs, get the fuck out of here. Ben Affleck. Terrible.
mRNA.
mRNA? We're not talking about fucking Harry Potter, mate. Listen, I thought we were going to listen to a video here and we were going to hear some fucking actual sense about this. And he's straight in with fucking Hermione. Fuck off.
Now, do you know what the mRNA does? It's not a traditional vaccine, is it? Do you realize that? This is the basic operation. Do you know how it works?
Oh, yes, mate. Of course we do. We're a fucking average fucking guy. And we know how a fucking vaccine works. And do you know how it works? The man gives me it, and then the shit goes away. Bosh.
It doesn't appear like you do.
No one does, dickhead.
Yeah, yes or no? I mean, do you know that or not? Because I talk to a lot of doctors don't have a clue.
Oh, wait. I think this guy's the good guy. I think this guy's the good guy. Wait a second.
Have you heard about this? That there's
yeah, have you fucking heard about this, you dick?
DNA contamination in...
Tell him!
Particularly the Pfizer?
Exactly, you beady-eyed, crazy
Yes.
creep. He's a demon.
Do you know at what levels it exceeds?
Those are not the eyes of a human being. I know. I've just realized he's on our side. Okay, I just realized that. Okay.
Needs the FDA recommended amounts. Again, I'm just kind of laying out why people are outraged, because people haven't been held accountable. This is a history of autism.
Wait. Oh, the history of autism in a graph. Brilliant.
This is a chart showing from, again, hard to say, but with CDC numbers starting in around 2000, from 1 in 150 to now 1 in 31.
Wow, that's a lot of autism. Big shout out to my fucking neurodiverse crew.
And his name is John
Yes!
C.
We will soon take over this fucking planet, okay? Fuck the normies. Neurodiverse. We will rise up. We will... Okay, relax.
According to your testimony, back in 1970, it might have been 1 in 10,000, a little less certain than using CDC numbers, but...
Pigeons are smart. Wood pigeons are smart. The ones that have got, like, the little fucking vicar, like, white band round their neck, they're smart as fuck, mate. A pigeon, right? Do you know what? There's a pigeon in my area that has no legs left. That's how fucking smart he is, mate. Okay? Whatever he did to lose the first leg, he didn't learn the first time. Okay? Stumpy McGraw. That's what I call him. Okay? Thumps about like a fucking gomer. Okay? That's how smart he is, mate. I seen a beakless pigeon once. What the fuck did he do? Fucking don't know. Not smart, though.
There's been an explosion. What?
Wood pigeons, right? And those pigeons that, like, won us the war, they're smart as fuck. But unfortunately, no pigeons fucked that pigeon because they all died. Okay? It was like whoever built the pyramids, we just outfucked them and they all died out. It's the same with the smart pigeons. Now we're left with fucking Stumpy McGraw and whoever the fuck else. And if you touch them, you get fucking all the diseases. Okay? That's where gonorrhea came from. I'm just saying.
What are we doing about it? Who's asleep at the wheel? Who's trying to determine what caused this? As Dr. Chris Palmer said, when it comes to chronic illness, and I'd throw autism in there, they don't want the root causes discovered. That's why people are outraged. That's why people may put on Twitter things that they may regret later. Let's put up the next chart, number 3. This is probably my most censored chart.
What is wrong with this motherfucker's eyes? Am I wrong, or is he... what's going on? Whoa! Like, Johnson... That's a fever dream demon. He is halfway. Do you remember the orcs of Mordor? Like, you throw a couple of tusks in here, right? And just take everything like there, right? And just slap him on an orc of Mordor. Or what were wait. What were those big, the Urukai? Yes. He's a Urukai.
Censored chart.
Hang on. Let me just zoom out so we can see what his wee chart says.
Dr. Scott, were you aware that worldwide on VAERS we've...
I will say, though, This looks like it's piss yellow to me, right? Which makes me think that everything's going to have a slight tint of piss yellow, which means that if this guy's got brown eyes, he will look like he's got pure crazy, crazy eyes.
Reported 38,742 deaths.
Because I'm assuming that should be
worldwide,
white, that background.
associated with the COVID vaccine. Were you aware of that carnage?
Whoa, hang on.
I'm not aware of that.
Whoa. Adverse events, deaths per year. Okay. In 29 years, whatever the fuck that is. All right, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. You've been going for 29 years, 17 people have died. Brilliant. That's not too bad. Right? It's not great, but okay. HCQ, how many years? 38 years. All right. Flu vaccines. Like, that's a fuck ton of years. All right. Adverse effects. Interesting. Dexamethasone. Oh, that sounds like a good time. Like out of all of them, if you had to pick one for a party, probably that one, right? 433. Tylenol. Okay. That sounds like a fucking German death metal band. Remdesivir! Yes. All right. And then in red, just so, in 57 months. Oh, wow. And that's deaths directly related to the vaccine, right? As opposed to the illness. This is fucking outrageous. This is outrageous. And you know what? I remember when before COVID really kicked off, there was talk of this flu coming out of China. And I was doing a daily show at the time, and we would do this daily segment where we were checking up on the flu. And I remember that went really fast from that to being the death toll counter. Do you remember the death toll counter live stream during COVID, where the numbers were just going... It was crazy to watch that roll out. Do you know that? I wish I'd known that we were all going to live, because I would have saved a lot of money and then spent that money wisely instead of just going, we're going to die, and then just going a bit mad with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Hindsight.
Figure in particular, no.
In America, I believe the number 19,000, correct? Again,
But VAERS does not prove causality.
oh, I've heard that time and time again. So let's take a look at the bottom figure down here. Of those 38,000 deaths, 9,252, 23.9%, it's called 24%, occurred on the day of vaccination.
Wow.
Or within 1 or 2 days.
2,000 fucking people just drop dead as soon as the vaccination. That's fucking bananas. But, right, and this is going to sound crazy, right? And I'm not on the side of the evil people, but I've got to do this, right? So, if we get a calculator, right, and I said that the first one, this one,
I know that
was pretty good, only 17, right? So if we go 4836 and then divide it, what do we do to get a percentage? Divide it by 17, is that right? No, that's not maths. Wow, you're just making up math. You're making an idiot yourself. Say this inside your brain. Put this inside your brain. Or do we multiply it by 0.7? I can't remember what we do. We do something, right? Oh, wait, no, hang on. If we go 4836. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so anyway, but it seems like 1.6 million vaccines and only 8,000 deaths. Is that not all right? Is that not like a good law of average? Like, how many 10,000s in a million? Divided by 10,000 is 110,000. What does that mean, you fucking moron? So less than 1%. less than 1%. I mean, 8,000 people still really bad, and like 2,000 of them just dying instantly. Really bad, really bad.
Doesn't prove causation.
But I mean, overall.
But man, that's a correlation that we ought to look at. Do you know to what extent?
Oh, wait. No. That's adverse effects. That's not COVID vaccines given, you dumbass. That's adverse events that have happened. Okay, I take it all back.
Is reported to understate adverse events. Do you have any idea? Have you ever seen any studies on that?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Wow.
To what extent does VAERS underreport adverse events? Again, it's a pain to report something to VAERS. Okay, doctors are busy, takes half hour, 45 minutes. A lot of people don't know about it, so the vast majority of adverse events from a vaccine or a drug doesn't get reported to VAERS. So again, they've actually done studies on this. Do you know what percent actually get reported versus what doesn't get reported?
No.
Somewhere between 1 to 10%, correct, Mr. Siri?
No, it's less than 1% according to an AHRQ-funded study of Harvard researchers.
So less.
Programs.
Whoa. All right. So I'm assuming the second time that they attempted this clone, they just put him in charge of the FBI, right?
So if it's less than 1%, let's just use U.S. figures. Okay, by the way, what is this, 17,000 or 19,000 U.S. deaths? Yeah, it's close, okay? It's one of those, 17 or 19,000 deaths reported in the U.S. based on VAERS. If we're only recording 1 out of 100, that would mean deaths from the vaccine is somewhere between like 170,000.
Honestly, this guy is one stereotypical American accent away from looking like his whole fucking family just done atrocities throughout the entire progression of their stay in America. I'm thinking a lot of them had like some big old houses and some fields. Do you know what I'm saying?
In the U.S.
If he's one accent away, I'm not saying that's what he looks like. I'm just saying he's one accent away. I'm just saying.
170, again, that's at that kind of reporting ratio. This is why people are outraged. And what people are denying.
What is that hand grip? Screenshot that. Oh, that is he's fucked up there. He is fucked up there. Oh yeah. Get a good screenshot of that, baby. Oh yes, get that slapped on Reddit. You're welcome.
They're not denying the potential effectiveness of vaccines. I think most of us think, yeah, they probably work to a certain extent.
What?
Okay? What they're denying are the vaccine injuries, the injection injuries. Mr. Scott, how much do you know about the mRNA technology?
A fair amount.
Honestly, this is like when you're watching one of my podcasts, right? I'm still waiting for the guy he's talking to fucking get a chance to fucking speak. Do you know what I'm saying?
So is the mRNA that's encapsulating the lipid nanoparticles, that
okay, the fucking state. Okay, just relax.
True mRNA?
It's a true mRNA?
I mean, true mRNA, the messenger RNA, degrades very rapidly in the body.
Mm-hmm. The fuck is going on with pigeon?
Correct.
So the mRNA in the injection, is it true mRNA? Does it degrade rapidly in the body?
Holy shit.
Do you not know?
I do know. Yes, it does, but
it does. No, it does not. It's modified. It's modified mRNA, and it's designed not to degrade. And there are studies that show it sticks around the body. We don't know how long.
Okay, that sounds bad.
The lipid nanoparticle. Do you realize that it was designed to permeate difficult to permeate barriers, like the blood-brain, like the placenta barrier? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Did you believe when Fauci told us that the mRNA shot would stay in the arm? Did you believe that?
Oh my God, I've just realized that's a fucking actual printed out thing on a stand. I've been looking at this guy, thinking to myself, how is he moving his head around the graphic that's on the screen? Like, he's moving it so well as if that is there and it's on a fucking stand. It's not a graphic, you fucking idiot.
It's a simple yes, no. I mean, do you believe the COVID injection stayed in everybody's arm? Do you believe that's what happened?
Primarily.
You think so, huh? Were you aware of the Japanese FOIA of the study that was conducted at biodistribution where in rats that biodistribute all over the body, accumulate in the adrenal glands, in the ovaries. Because the lipid nanoparticle is designed to permeate difficult...
It's all right, boys. Okay, listen. This is... Oh, God, we've got him again. What the fuck is it with this guy's hands? This is crazy. It's crazy to think, right, that the powers that be put so much pressure on everyone, right? People were being guilted. There was people that were outcast by their family for not getting vaccinated. And it's crazy. It's crazy when we're sitting here. This is from 5 months ago. How long it takes for anything to happen, right? And if it was that outrageous, right? If it was that outrageous that... Because, listen, the other side of the coin of this for me, do you know what I mean, is just for those who believe the mainstream story, right? I've got to go on both sides here. Then I'll take the piss out of the side that obviously I don't believe in. But if we were to believe this was a natural event, which I could argue that it was, based off of the natural cycle of the flu, right? But that's assuming those were natural cycles, right? So if the data is true about all the flus, then we were due one, right? But at the same time, I wasn't there. There was probably conspiracies then too. Or maybe that's what we're led to believe, so they can release it every fucking 200 years. There we go, see? Now we're back, baby. So I think they want the mindset that I'm trying to sell you here, which is that, oh, well, they were under pressure. They were trying to save us all. There's going to be mistakes. The motherfucking virus mutated your DNA, made you more susceptible to cancer. Is that a normal thing? Like, or is it just in the two most suspicious diseases that have came about in the last 100 years, AIDS and COVID? Because if it's just prevalent in those two, then I've got some motherfucking questions. Like, it's crazy. And also, like, sexually transmitted diseases and the 1960s and the fruition of all kinds of mad sex-related illnesses that you need more than just a penicillin shot for is also pretty fucking suspicious. You know, because a bunch of people sitting about banging each other, discussing how the world's fucking a beautiful thing if we could only overthrow our governments. That wasn't a good thing. They blew John Lennon's fucking head off for that shit. You know? And it's interesting because some people argue that drugs like cannabis, right, are more legal but more heavily controlled than drugs that will break down a society. Because having a group of people stoned out of their heads, all contemplating life, and they're kind of chilled out, so they're not really trying to be super aggressive with each other. Like, it turns out they don't want us doing that. That's not proactive to the cabal, okay? They want you inside, freaking the fuck out, consuming and ordering. Go out, earn your money, come home, spend it online from your house. It's fucking wild, man. Okay, I've gone off topic again. Let's go back to this fucking guy.
Permeate barriers. They knew, the designers knew, and they did a study that would biodistribute all over the body, but our CDC, Anthony Fauci, said it was going to stick in the arm. Now, do you know what the mRNA does? It's not a traditional vaccine, is it? Do you realize that? It's not an attenuated or a dead virus. It's messenger RNA, modified RNA, this encapsulated in a lipid nanoparticle that distributes all over the body, and when it attaches to a cell, it unloads its mRNA into the cell, and turns the cell into a manufacturing cell of a protein that is toxic to it.
Okay.
Do you realize that? Are you aware of that? I mean, just yes or no. I mean, do you know that or not?
No.
Because I talk to a lot of doctors who don't have a clue.
Okay.
I know a fair amount about the mRNA vaccines. Do I know about all of these studies that you're referring to?
This isn't a study. This is the basic operation. Do you know how it works? It doesn't appear like you do.
Well,
so again, why would we have why would we have almost 1.7 million adverse events, dramatically understating it? Why would we have that number of deaths? It's because these little lipid nanoparticles are distributed all over the body. They're attaching to cells. They're turning cells like a heart cell into a manufacturing site for the spike protein, which is toxic, and the body attacks it.
And I bet you they can fucking sell you some drugs, though, to fucking counteract that for a week until you get your next dose. This is crazy. Do you know, it doesn't feel like an orchestrated event that everything happened the way it was meant to. It feels more like when you're doing like a test. Do you know what I mean? Like a lab test where you're trying to pull in numbers. You're wanting to see the effect that the virus had on a percentage of people in their DNA. And then the virus vaccination was the exact same thing. Let's see what adverse effect it has. Like, I feel like it's a huge learning process, but it's not so much about the effects of what they're doing. I think it's more about learning what percentages of the nation things have an effect on for better control. Because I think they're slowly realizing that they're never going to be able to control all of us. But if they can control the majority of us, then that's great success. Does that make sense? It's the only way it makes sense for me from we done it on purpose. Like, why? Like, come on. There's easier ways that they could have made a lot of money. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's just a weird one. So I think it was more a learning process, you know, because they could have perfected this shit in a motherfucking lab with like Israeli terrorists that have been thrown in a hole. You know what I'm saying? So for it to be such a diverse return of effects, I think it was about that. I think it was about learning the data percentages of people and how a one-stop virus or vaccine does not give them the effect they want across the board. Does that make sense? Does it? Does it? Oh, God, no music came on. Hang on. Let me try that again. Does it? Does it? We know. That's the wrong song. Does it? Hell yeah. Because, like, when we think about Epstein possibly putting his DNA, we're talking about something, and all I'm hearing is it opens up a cell, it injects something into a cell, it produces something from a cell. Like, this is the sort of mad shit where if somebody was to put something in the fucking gravy, like this is like, I thought this was just going to be a fucking meme fest tonight. Holy shit. Maybe he fucking did it, man. Like, maybe he did it. But why? I mean, what does it all mean? Oh, man. I mean, let's be honest, though, right? I mean, it can't... Oh, God. Every time I try and, like, summarize this in, like, a half-hearted way to not give everyone night terrors who had the vaccine, right? Like, what would really be... what's the worst that could happen, right? Like, what's the worst that could happen? It would be kind of like getting someone's pee on your leg, right? But just a bit more violate-y, right? Do you know what I mean? It's all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'm sure it'll be all right. Yeah, I'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'm just like, because... Like, I mean, if I make a punch for a party and I spit in the punch, technically my DNA's in it, right? 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 It's disgusting, but everyone's going to be okay. So let's hope it's that. But it seems really crazy that there's all of this emphasis on the changing of DNA, the altering of cells. Like I just... What does it all fucking mean? Because obviously it's icky, right? But like if I was to inject a bunch of my DNA into someone, what's going to happen? Like, let's Google it. Where's fucking ChatGPT? I've smoked enough now that we can just go into ChatGPT mode. All right. Okay. Tell me what would happen if I injected my DNA into another adult. Let's find out. Okay. Their body would probably destroy it. Yes! 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 Let's hear it for bodies. Let's hear it. Your body's probably destroyed it, baby. Okay. Oh, wait, no, it gets worse the more I read it. Hang on. Okay. When free DNA enters the body, the immune system and enzymes called nucleases quickly break it down. Your DNA would likely be treated like a foreign material and degraded. Likely? It would automatically... For DNA to affect someone's body... Oh, God. All right. This is where it gets fucked up. For DNA to affect someone's body, it has to enter cells. Oh, God. It has to enter cells. What were we just talking about? Oh, it has to enter cells. We're all fucked. I'm not fucked. You guys are fucked. Whoever got this fucked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I was gonna have good news for you, but this is not looking good. Okay. Yeah, listen. If it was an Epstein organ, we'd be looking it up, pickles. Okay. We look it up. Has to reach a nucleus, integrate into the person's genome, or be expressed. What the fuck does be expressed mean? What the fuck does that mean, ChatGPT? Enter my genome or be expressed, like through dance? Like what? Enter cells. Oh, it's extremely difficult to do so. Scientists needs to stabilize a stabilized delivery system like a modified virus. What? I'm sorry. Okay. I would need a delivery site. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Why? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Sure. Possible. No. Listen. Enter the cells. Okay. Well, we know the virus and the cure are entering cells. We just heard a man who looks like a demon who's friends with a pigeon explain that to us, right? Okay. We were all there. We were there, right? And now the AI developed by the same people is telling us that, hey, don't worry about it. They'd have to fucking modify a virus. I don't want to play anymore. I just want to make camping videos. Like, somewhere out there, there's a guy who doesn't give a fuck about all of this and is just living his life. He's just living his life. Doesn't give a fuck, right? Doesn't give a fuck. Ignorance is... I wish I could rent ignorance just for a fucking weekend. Just a weekend. Just a weekend. Fucking hell, mate. Like... Okay, so let's just say everyone's got Epstein DNA, right? From the fucking cure. What does that mean? Like... Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what does that really mean? Nova's good, man. She's got pure mad curly hair. She's starting to walk. She's doing good. She's doing good. Like, what does it mean? Honestly, he was a mysterious and fucking insane bastard. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Sorry, it's one of my mates who's wanting to fucking play Arc Raiders. I'm ranting. I'm ranting! I'm going to send him the link. Aha. So, I mean, like, okay. Okay, so let's say we're at the point now where we have to assume everyone has Epstein fucking DNA, right? What does that mean? Okay? Okay, let's ask ChatGPT. Hang on a minute. Okay, so if someone successfully got their DNA into my cells, what's the worst that could happen? Okay. All right. Let's see what it says. Nanoparticles. Man, like, I don't like it when things have got word like nano and shit in them, right? Like, it's too Star Trek for me, man. Like, if... Oh, fuck. Here we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm not being funny. That guy with the demon eyes, he said that it was generating a harmful protein, right? He said it was generating a harmful protein, right? The guy said, he said that the cells start producing a protein that is toxic to their self, right? That's what it said, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. So I asked ChatGPT, what would happen if someone selectively delivered their DNA into your cells using a viral vector? So if someone successfully got their DNA into my cells, what's the worst that could happen? If everything worked perfectly using a virus and the cure to enter my cells, cells start producing harmful proteins. Oh, God. Oh, God. Right. So non-vaxxed people, we need to have a really serious discussion about what we're going to do here, right? Like, do you remember Old Yeller? Do you remember the movie Old Yeller? Listen. Oh, if you have had the vaccination, if you could leave the room for a minute. right? If you could leave the room, if you've been vaccinated, just leave the room for a second. Right, listen. We tell them we're going to take them to Disneyland, okay? And then we just push the car off the edge, okay? I know it's harsh, okay? But we need to do something about this. They're making proteins. Okay, everyone you can come back in the room now. Fucking hell. Right. Okay, so that's pretty fucked up. So basically, if Jeffrey Epstein got his DNA into the vaccine would be doing exactly what those guys just said it would be doing. And the reason that it's probably doing that is because there's DNA in it. All right. I think life was way more fun before this live stream. I think this is going to be one of those live streams where I'm like, oh, that's great. Really, the world could have known. Everyone could have gotten on with their weird lives where they've got tiny Epsteins living in their body. Like, do you remember that movie fucking Inner Space? Right? That's what's happening, right? There's a tiny Epstein and a tiny submarine just fucking... Oh, man. I mean, this is fucked. Break DNA repair systems. Does that not sound like when they were talking about like the long-term effects? Grow differently, ignore body signatures. Whoa. They link this to autism too, right? Oh. Well, this is when we find out that fucking Jeffrey Epstein's like patient zero for fucking autism. Do you know what I'm saying? Fuck. Well, this took a really fucking great. This is great. This is real fun fucking live stream. This is real fun time. This is a real fun time. This is a real fun time. Okay, so it's not captivating at all. It's fucking terrifying. Okay? Okay? I thought this was going to be fun. I thought we were going to bust some chops and everything was going to be fine. But in like 20 minutes, a moron like me using fucking AI has put together quite a plausible argument for why everyone's kind of Epstein now. Okay? Could have done without that, Craig. Thank you for the $5 though, mate. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, John Cena.
And his name is John Cena!
Oh, man. Okay, so let me just recap because I do fucking trigger myself. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Hang on. Ah! Ah! Oh. Ah! Oh, yeah, that was a good shit. That was a good shit. Okay, let's just recap this, right? So we first learned that the virus itself does crazy things to the cells, making it more susceptible to other things, which kind of makes me think the virus is setting up the cells for the vaccine to go in and then enter those weakened cells. The demon-eyed man with the pigeon pal told us that the long-term effect of the vaccine seems to be these cells having some shit go in them that makes a bad protein that is bad for us, right? And now we've found out that that's exactly what would happen if somebody or DNA entered your system. I mean, take it with a pinch of salt. I mean, I'm just a guy on the internet and we're using fucking AI, right? But it's kind of scary, right? Because Everything that we thought, I honestly thought this was going to be a meme. And this is even before we look we look at anything that was in the files that made people think that. Right? This is just us looking at what those 2 videos showed us and then doing a little bit of investigating. And I'm not saying this is evidence or solid evidence or whatever, but it's kind of fucked up. Like, it's kind of fucked up that we've drawn a conclusion, and the conclusion is that the results of DNA entering your body successfully are exactly what the long-term effects of the vaccine sound like. And I'm really sorry. I thought this was going to be banter this evening. What about the shed? What do you mean the shedding stuff? Who the fuck is shedding? What the fuck are you shedding? Like gardening? No. What the fuck do you mean the shedding stuff? I shed you not! DNA shedding like fingerprints. I don't know what that fucking is. Let's ask the Webernet. Oh yeah. All right, okay. DNA, okay, yeah, but here's the thing, right? So if you're asking, are you asking if why DNA, like, because DNA shedding, like if I drink your blood or piss or you spit in my mouth and slap my face, right? Like, my body's going to fight off your DNA, right? So, like, was that what you were asking? If like DNA shedding can lead to this? Is that what you were asking? Probably not, because you sound smart. Bottom dot. Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, bloodshed. Yeah, but I mean, keep in mind, like, you could have, I could have someone's organ implanted in me, and if it's the wrong one, my body will reject it. Do you know what I mean? The body's pretty good at, when you're not coming at it with a billionaire evil bastard to get his DNA in you, it's developed pretty well to lock motherfuckers out. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, this is crazy shit. Like, give us a virus that weakens the cells to give us a vaccination that then continues the long-term effect and alteration of those cells. And Jeffrey Epstein's DNA might be in it. Mad. Fucking mad, mate. That is mad. And like I say, I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're like, oh, well, that's fucking brilliant. Obviously, I didn't do any preparation for this. We've just sort of went in on a little deep dive together. And it's basically left me very concerned. Like, I'll scroll down. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, I think what we're going to do, what time is it? 11:15. Yeah, I feel like we should do something fucking a bit more uplifting now. I've hit my concern quota for this year. Yeah! Yeah! All right, do you know what? Let's... Do you want to see some adorable, like... Oh my God, I forgot about all the pictures of Shane that we made yesterday. Here's my producer, Shane, riding a battle pickle. Hell yeah! Here's producer Shane getting in a fight with Super Mario Brothers. Here's producer Shane in a Pixar film about farting in an elevator. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant, mate. Here is my daughter Nova and my dog Thor cosplaying as Wolverine and motherfucking Deadpool. Hell yeah! That's what AI is really for. Fuck off, mate. You're a creepy looking bastard. Let's put something else up. Let's put up this adorable image of Nova and Thor in space for children's books that I'm going to be writing for my daughter. And this is her adventure in space story, obviously. Obviously. Fucking having a great time, mate. See that behind you, pal? That place is fucked. So what else? Don't know. I was going to show you. What other cute shit is there? I'll show you an actual photo of Nova looking. Nah, not in this live stream. Not in this live stream. Let's put up the Clintons suspiciously eating pizza and looking menacing. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Oh! I'll show you the thumbnail for fucking Monday. It's a belter. An absolute belter. Bosh. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. War, Epstein, and aliens. That is a primo thumbnail right there. That is. Look at Obama. Look at him. Too good. It's going to be a rant fest, man. I'm telling you. Like. Do you know what's crazy? The conspiracy isn't the files and it isn't the story. The conspiracy are the actions of the US government. That's the fucking conspiracy that are playing out in front of us. It's playing out in front of us, man. Right, I tell you what, right? I'm going to put a poll up, okay? And just because I love yous all, okay? Like, do you want to play some games? Like, do you want to play like some fucking murder mystery Jackbox, right? For like half an hour, and then we'll end the stream. Do you want to do that? We could do that. You want to do that? Because I feel like I've traumatized myself. I'm not, like, I feel like I've genuinely traumatized myself. Okay? You want to do some music? Well, I tell you what, right? We could play some Jackbox, and then we could do some midweek madness fucking face melters if you wanted. Play some games, and then do midweek madness. For all you degenerate bastards out there who want to fucking party on a Thursday, right? Like, I'm here for it. Oh. Actually, wait a second. You all need to see this video. Right? This fucking Theo Von one. Where the fuck is it, man?